What is going on, guys? It's your boy GS bringing you guys an online ranked match, and today, just as you guys voted, what had the most thumbs up was the Panthers gameplay. So today we have the Panthers going up against the Redskins. And again, guys, go ahead and leave in the comment section which video you guys would like to see next. I'm going to go ahead and read the teams off the gameplays. Now again, the first team that I named first, that is the gameplay that I'm playing with. So example, first game is Cardinals versus 49ers. I'm playing with the Cardinals that game. Next is Chargers versus 49ers. I'm playing with the Chargers. So I'm going to go ahead and read off the games. Let me know which team you guys would like me to play with next. So I have Cardinals versus 49ers, Chargers versus 49ers, Cowboys versus Giants, Cowboys versus Packers, Eagles versus 49ers, Falcons versus Redskins, Giants versus Eagles, Lions versus Cowboys, Packers versus 49ers, Patriots versus Steelers, Saints versus Vikings, Seahawks versus Falcons, Steelers versus Giants, Texans versus Cardinals. Now go ahead and leave in the comment section which game you guys would like to see tomorrow. Whichever ones get the most thumbs up, I will go ahead and upload for you guys. Now to get into this gameplay, the Panthers with the Jacksonville Jaguars scheme are a really great team to go ahead and run this scheme with. As you saw before this kickoff, we done scored a touchdown with D-Lo, and they're really good because they have Steve Smith on the outside. They have Greg Olsen, who's a great target. They have LaFell, who has speed, and Greg Olsen is a very good blocking tight end, so you can definitely hit the edge with D'Angelo Williams, who also has some speed. And they have two good running backs in Carolina. Also, Cam Newton, he can be one of those quarterbacks who can be sporadic at times. He's one of those quarterbacks who makes throws, and you're like, yo, this guy's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Then he makes throws, and you're just like, how's this guy an NFL quarterback? He's definitely more consistent than not for the most part, but he definitely has some inconsistent issues at times in the game. But he has speed, and he's definitely a quarterback that you have to watch out for, in the game of Madden, because he can just take off on you. So Panthers are definitely a very good team to run the scheme with. You see, excuse me, he's within the 5-yard line here. Right here, we got him on 3rd and go. He's looking back to pass. He had somebody, but he ends up just dropping it. So on 4th and go, instead of kicking a field goal, he ends up going for it. We end up stopping him just shy of the touchdown on that 1-yard line. So now we just have to try and get out of this tight space, and we end up checking down the Williams, and we get some breathing room. So now, it's back to the game plan, which is when we pass, try to give it to guys with speed. The Redskins got two good cornerbacks on the outside with really great speed, but I feel like my mismatch is going to be with Olsen over the middle, so I'm definitely looking to capitalize with that. Right there, we try a screenplay, we get nothing, so it's 3rd down right here, 3rd and 11, we back up, we got somebody wide open. That's what I'm talking about. Cam Newton, that was about good, 12-13 yards away. The guy was completely wide open. I end up pass precision, and he just completely misses them. Like, those are the type of throws that Cam Newton should not be making in this game. Like, he was completely wide open. There was nobody there, and he overthrows him by like 2 yards. And those are, the type of throws Cam Newton can give you every once in a while. Right here, again, he's back to driving, and he's moving the ball pretty well. And right there, he ends up scoring a touchdown right over the middle. So, you got to pay attention to your opponent's tendencies. Right there, he went over the middle. So, you got to pay attention to that. You got to remember that was a zone. So I feel like when he notices it's a zone and he stacks his receiver, somebody's probably going to go over the middle again because he just scored off of it. Right there, we get a 1st down with Olsen, and we definitely get some more yards with that. So again, when I am passing, Greg Olsen is going to be my number 1 target because he's just a mismatch on the field, and he's going to be the person I'm looking to dominate this game with. Right here, we got a 3rd and 7 right here. So we're in the pocket. We're trying to find somebody open, and we end up going to the left of LaFell, and he doesn't keep his feet in bounds. So we end up going for it. 43-yard line, too far to kick a field goal, too close to punt. So we end up going for it, and we end up catching Steve Smith on a ghost streak, and we end up scoring a touchdown. Not only do we convert, we score a touchdown, so that right there is good. Not only for, our confidence, but it's definitely got to put his down. When you go for it on the 4th down and score a touchdown, it's definitely got to bother him just a little bit. I know it. So he's trying to, stay balanced for the most part. He's running every now and then, but he's mainly just passing. And right there, don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. somebody, please give this man a link to my channel. Let him know. Do not throw the ball my way. The results are going to end up something like that. That's why you got to pay attention to your opponent's tendencies. I want to say 98% of my user picks are usually over the middle. People love to attack the middle of the field because that's where most of your mismatch are going to happen. And we end up just reading that and picking it off. And not only did we do that, we scored. So now it's 21-7. We got a 2-possession lead right here. But he ends up bringing that right back to a 1-possession lead. He ends up taking it to the house on the kickoff. So just like that, snap of a finger, boom, back to 1 possession. And that right there sucks. There's nothing that is worse than scoring a touchdown, feeling good, and then he ends up scoring on a kickoff return. So that right there definitely sucked. But look at the linebacker again. That's good yards off the squib kick. And again, right now, we feel like we should be able to put up some points right here. Hopefully, even if it's a field goal, I'll play for a field goal, as long as I regain that 2-possession lead. I want to be able to hold 2 possessions on them throughout the game. So I'll take a field goal here at this point. Right here we go to get us real quick on the drag route. Gets us a first down. So now we're within the red zone. We're even in the 10-yard line right here. We try running to the left, and we don't get anything but a yard right here. We check down to Williams, and we end up scoring a touchdown. A lot of times, if you just continue going to the outside, I know I do it a lot when I'm on defense. You feel like they're going to cut inside. You try to do a hit stick, and you end up missing the tackle. So we just continue going outside. He tried to hit stick and missed, and we end up scoring a touchdown. So right now it's 14-28, and we're definitely, feeling good about this lead. And the Panthers got a good defense as well. So, they're no slouch. Right there, he goes back over the middle, and he ends up scoring another touchdown right there. And then he decides to showboat a little bit. I guess you deserved it. Good play on your part. So back down to a 7-point lead, and he's one of the guys who squibs every game. But thankfully, he's not doing it the way people know how to do it to recover. He's just kicking it straight to me. So now at this point, I want to kill all clock as much as possible. I want to be able to go into second half with a 2-possession lead. So right now, really, I'm playing for a field goal. I just want to kill the clock. If a touchdown happens, it happens. But notice the clock. I want to take as much time off as possible. Keep moving the ball forward. Keep moving the chains. Killing the clock. I'm hiking it with as least time as I can off the play clock to try and give him the ball with 0 to no time left. Notice right there, I could have scored, but I cut back inside so I could force him to waste his timeouts and I could waste some clock. I'll kick a field goal at this point. I really don't care, as long as I get that 2-possession lead. Right there, we fumbled, but thankfully we end up recovering because that right there could have just messed up the whole plan if we end up fumbling and scoring right there. But notice we killed a whole lot of clock right here. 4th down, he has no timeouts. You know what? We decided to go for it. Why not? We're on the 1-yard line. If we don't get it, he has to drive 99 yards with no timeouts. We are already up in this game, so we felt like it was a win-win situation. But we ended up scoring a touchdown anyways, and we killed about 3 minutes and some change. We gave him the ball with no time left, really, with no timeout. So we definitely feel like that was a smart thing to do. Right here, Hail Mary up towards the left. He ends up coming down with it, but that's the end of the quarter. We end up tackling him. So the first half is over. We are up 35-21, and we really, really, really feel confident about that lead. So now all we got to do is make sure we play smart. He has shown that he can score in a couple plays, especially with the streaks over the middle that he likes to do. So on defense, I'm not really stressing defense too much because the defense really, I don't feel like can let me lose this game. As we get another user interception over the middle. Stop testing my user skills, son. I don't feel like the defense can lose me the game at this point. If I lose, I feel like it's because of my offense. He can score all he wants, but as long as I continue to keep scoring, there's no way for him to win. I'm up 2 possessions. So, as long as he can't stop me, there's no way he can come back in this ball game. So, right now, we're in a good position right here. We're in the red zone. We end up getting sacked right there. 2nd and long. We end up trying to go for a screenplay. And again, the hit sticks, man, they're great, but they definitely can make you miss tackles like they did right there. 3rd and 5, we end up just punching it outside with Stewart, and we end up scoring a touchdown. And now we are now we got a huge lead. Now we just feel like this game is over. Even if he scores, we're gonna kill the clock. We're gonna run. I'll even putt him the ball. But 4 downs with 40 seconds each. That's a couple minutes wasted. So I'll take that. Time off the clock. you know, having this big lead and, you know, giving him the ball back. I'm fine with that. But look at the concentration of game with a pick, just a shoestring, that interception right there. That was beautiful. Hit him with the ghost streak with Steve Smith, and that is it. That is ended the ball game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. He ends up rage quitting after this. Go ahead, leave in the comment section which game you guys want next. Whichever gets the most thumbs up, I will go ahead and post that for you guys tomorrow. Really appreciate the love and support you guys have for my channel, man. It really means a lot to me. You guys continuously come back and show my content support, man. From the bottom of my heart, really means a lot to me. Annotation above, link in the description for my new channel. So go ahead and check that out, guys, if you guys haven't already. Nothing but live commentaries over there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to pull off daily videos over there as well. A lot of Halo 4, Call of Duty, Black Ops, Need for Speed, and a whole bunch of other games, man. It's really good. Good times over there. Really fun. Follow me on Twitter if you guys don't already. And that's it. You know, it's the Biblical Warfare Beast giving you guys biblical daily entertainment. It's your boy GS, and I'm out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.